Okay, so my client has just purchased this gorgeous home and you've got to check it out. So the landscaping is already in, so is the sod and the sprinkler system. I love the cedar look on the front porch. This is actually an extra tall door. It's probably 9 feet maybe. Take a peek at this. So this is the dining room area right here. Look at those windows, aren't they gorgeous? And the front door. And you can see the details on the ceiling right here. I would never have picked this particular lamp out, and I think it's so cool and so fun. It really makes the space. Check out these windows. It's like living in a fishbowl. Yes, please, because it really brings all of that nature into the home. Incredible. The kitchen, the colors are gorgeous. This green is just phenomenal. I love the natural wood look on all of the upper cabinets. They mimicked the green on the hood here. Like I said, the light fixtures, I would never pick these out in a showroom, but look how fun and beautiful they are. They're really just stunning. I'm so done with white cabinetry. This is bone. This is a bone color and it's beautiful. Look at that. And then that green. How pretty is that? This drop zone, you'd never want to like store coats or anything there, but it's wonderful because you could put your coat that you're wearing that day right there, your purse down here with your keys. You could tie your shoes and be out the door. This pantry, oh, I love a walk-in pantry. Here's the deal. It did not have a single outlet in it. So when we made the offer on this home, I was like, we've got to have the builder put in 3 outlets. So that's what we did, is we had 3 outlets. But I almost made the mistake when I was placing outlets. I wanted to put this one right in the middle of this. It would have been like way over here, not right there. And her mom was standing back here and she goes, it really needs to be in between this and this spot right in the center. And visually, she was right. This fireplace is electric and it changes colors. So you can have the rocks inside of it lit up a different color than the flames. Really, really cool. And we asked ChatGPT, like, what size TV should we put on this wall? And it said 75 inches. That was the perfect answer. So that's what she's gonna do. Here's the master suite. I love having an accent wall, and look what they've done. It's almost like a headboard. It's so pretty. The fan is mimicked again from like that living area. Double sinks. Look at those light fixtures. Aren't those cool? That bone color for the cabinetry is mimicked through here. Here's your WC. But look at the shower. No door. Walk into the shower. This is what she's planning on doing. She's adding little shelves in this nook right here to put all of her shampoo and body wash bottles. So when they're going to be invisible, you're not going to see a bunch of clutter in her shower. I think that's brilliant. Here's her master closet. Plenty of room for purses and jeans and business clothes and all the things. a linen closet, and it goes straight into the laundry room. Oh, I love that. So she's got this laundry room right off of her master bedroom. And check it out. They mimic the cabinetry in the kitchen with that natural. It just flows so nice. Down this hallway is another linen closet. So she's got room to store like extra coats and things like that, and all of her linens. 2 bedrooms over here. What makes these bedrooms very, very special, they both have walk-in closets. That's crazy. I love that. Look at this one. Another walk-in closet. Look at that. The walls are a lovely, creamy, beige off-white. Look at that lighting. It's beautiful. Okay. I think having that laminate flooring on the landing is brilliant. And if you have dogs, you can walk down the stairs, let your dogs out, and you never have to go outside. I mean, it's just perfect. Let's go down to the basement. This is actually unfinished down here. So at this point, she can roller skate. It's got view out windows, which lets in loads of light and all that natural beauty. This is a great spot. She could put another electric fireplace over here with a TV, make this rec room really come alive. If it were me, I would put a door on that room to make that mechanical room go away. This inset right here, I would put a bar with, well, like a wet bar, because you could just tie it into the plumbing right there. Easy peasy. And then put a door right here to turn off this mechanicals from this room so you wouldn't be able to see that anymore. Here's your bathroom. This is the bathtub, that's your stool, and you would have your sink tie into this one. This area is made to have like a hallway right here, and this is 2 extra bedrooms. So each window is a bedroom. When it's unfinished, it's kind of hard to tell how big things are. These are actually really, really big bedrooms. Let me show you some other things that I think are pretty darn interesting. These are the nuts and bolts of houses. Most people don't think of things like this. So this is the mechanical room, or another mechanical room. I would have a door here, and I would have this walled off because that's my wet bar. But we've got the electrical panel right here. This tube has a name, and I can't remember what the name is, but it's like a hole on the outside of the house, and then you like put on your cable boxes and your internet boxes and stuff, and then you run everything through this particular tube. There's an outlet right there, and you put a shelf and your router and everything right there, and it's all hidden in this room that's not that sexy, right? I mean, this is meant to be hidden. This is her sewer line. When we had the sewer line scope, we just unscrewed that. Well, when I say we, the plumber did. And then they stuck a camera down in there and ran it out to the city main that direction to make sure that the sewer line was in great shape. These are water shutoff valves. This one's the main one to the house. This one's for her sprinkler system. This is a sump pump. So in Kansas, you know, if the water level gets too high around the foundation, we have these sump pumps that will pump the water out of the house. So this is the lowest spot in the house, and all of the drain tiles that are around the foundation all drain into this particular hole. So we get these pumps that'll pump the water up, and then they jettison it out of the house. This device right here, what's that? Well, it's a radon device, and radon is like an odorless, colorless gas that causes cancer. It's like the second leading cause of cancer after smoking. And This little thing shows that it's working. So if this line is level, that means it's not working, the fan's not working. Right now it's got one high, one low. That means that the fan is working properly and it's pumping that gas that comes in from the ground at the lowest point of the house, and it's pumping it up out of the house. Now, why is that important? As my friend says, in order to get rid of the gas, dilution is the solution. So the parts per million is what causes it to no longer be a problem for human consumption. One last look at how beautiful this house is and the finishes that were picked out. What do you guys think? Take a look at that patio, by the way. I love that they left the tree line alone, and so you're always going to have that privacy. Really, really nice. Tell me what you think in the comments.